In every possible way, the Obama administration is the most consistently anti-gun and anti-Second Amendment administration we have ever seen. And I just want to say, and I don't want to offend anybody here who's a hunter, the right to bear arms is not about hunting. It's not about target practice. Political right designed to safeguard freedom so that no government can take away from you the rights which God has given you. And it was written by people who had spent their lifetime fighting the greatest empire in the world. And they knew that if they had not had the right to bear arms, they would have been enslaved. And they did not want us to be enslaved. And that is why they guaranteed us the right to protect ourselves. It is a political right of the deepest importance to the survival of freedom in America. Let me tell you the good news and bad news. The good news is the National Rifle Association, all of you members, all of your friends have done such a great job that virtually no left-wing politician is left who believes they can pass legislation that significantly will weaken the right to bear arms. That's the good news. The bad news is they didn't give up. They're now developing a stealth strategy in which they combine anti-gun judges with anti-gun international treaties in an effort to find a way to get the treaties to limit the right to bear arms, so the judges will then interpret that the treaties are more important than the American Constitution, and they will then try to strip us of our rights by judicial fiat. And this new stealth strategy, I think, is very, very important that we understand it, we confront it, and we defeat it decisively. And the two key places to defeat it are the presidency and the U.S. Senate. I mean, on a worldwide basis, you understand why the right to bear arms has no great popularity. If you were Castro, Chavez, Ahmadinejad, Kim Jong-il, would you feel comfortable if your people had the right to bear arms? So when you look at all the dictatorships in the UN who are cheerfully willing to strip us of our rights, you have to be especially militant about making sure you have an American president who insists on our rights without regard to where we are. And let me say about foreign policy for just 1 second. I believe we should have one. I believe it should be an American foreign policy. I believe that it should not be an Arab League foreign policy. It should not be a United Nations foreign policy. It should not be our friends Locust foreign policy. It should represent the Constitution of the United States. I want to point out to you that there are things a president can do on the first day. You issued, as of that day, an absolute requirement for the border to be completely and decisively controlled within 90 days in a verifiable and measured way. When people tell you you don't have the resources, my answer is take half the bureaucrats in Homeland Security, move them from Washington to the border, and you'll be able to just line them up. What you are doing is historically and morally important. You should be proud of it. You should tell your friends and neighbors about it. You should help them learn a little bit of history. And when they do, you're going to find they, like you, are going to want to defend the United States of America and the rights which have made us historically unique. Thank you. Good luck and God bless you.